Hey everybody, so next up we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution, Powerlinx Hotshot, and Jolt. Yeah, so I'll be 100% honest with you. If this was just the red repaint of Hotshot, I probably would not have bought it. Not that I don't like the color scheme, but I already have Hotshot, so I didn't think I needed this, right? They decided to throw him in. Now I needed it. So, the box, however, the box looks great. I can't complain about the box look. Like, got Hotshot here, Jolt here. And up top, you can see Armada Thrust. So, is he coming out? Yeah, that'd be neat. See Evolution, Armada Universe Powerlinx Hotshot, Armada Universe Jolt. Evolution side art. Back of the box, you have Hotshot, and Jolt. And then stuff, things, Transformers Armada. There you go. So, here he is. And I always did prefer the red color scheme to the yellow. I just thought it looked a lot cooler. I didn't like the toy as much because it removed one gimmick, and I'll talk about that later. But I like the red Hotshot look better. And here's the original Legacy version, not the original Hotshot toy. But I think he looks a lot cooler in red, especially now he's got the fire right there. I think that looks awesome. And the color matching on the red is a lot better, because, like, this has, like, that hint of green to it, whereas this, matches a lot better. Red just seems to be easier to match than yellow. But otherwise, they're the exact same toy. Exact same thing. So, nothing fancy there. He does come with a lot more accessories. So, he still has the engine block gun, which is less painted now, but that's okay because the original toy was also less painted there. Could you plug it on there? You've got these two guns, which I forgot what episode he used these in, but he did use them. I can't remember which episode. I haven't watched Armada in a long time. And they can just plug it on the side like that. And then you have Jolt, the Minicon. They finally made a Minicon. I do think they released Wheeljack's Minicon too in that Shattered Glass 2-pack with the Sideswipe and Rodimus. So I'm hoping they repaint the Sideswipe mold into Wheeljack so we can get the proper color Minicon. That'd be neat. But he can, of course, combine with Hotshot. So to do that, we're going to fold this piece down, fold all that up. There you go. He's going to connect right there. And you basically have Hotshot's vehicle Powerlinx mode. I mean, it didn't have these guns on it. So if you want a more toy accurate version, there you go. That's pretty cool. I like that. And he also comes with all these blast effects parts, which I'll show off more in robot mode. But yeah, the whole reason I got this set was because it came with all these extra accessories, which, to be perfectly honest with you, make this just a more worth your while purchase than the original Hotshot. And I know it's more expensive but it comes with more, and it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. And so yeah, that makes it more expensive. But if you don't have the Hotshot mold already, I think he's a lot more worth it. That's just me, though. So let's go ahead and talk about the transformation. So transforming this guy is exactly the same as the original. So I'm going to fold out the feet, fold open the doors, disconnect all that, disconnect, separate that, and then fold out legs, rotate them back, turn all that around, push that up, push it down. And just pop it out of the ball joint because that's what you do. Turn that around, rotate these, pull these up, and we're going to separate all of that, plug it into the back, up, open up the chest. Oh. Oh, that's no good. Rotate that. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Wow. That's never happened to me before. Wow. Okay. We're gonna plug all that, and there you go. If you guys didn't see it, his face split in half. Right there. I'm gonna have to glue that. Okay. Wow. I was just about to praise this figure's QC as being a lot better. And then that happened. Oh boy. Woohoo. I hope that's not a widespread issue. I hope that's just mine. And hopefully I can fix it. Anyway. But that's his robot mode. And if I'm honest with you, I do actually prefer the red color scheme to the yellow one, and that might be because his Japanese name was Hot Rod. So they wanted to do, because they, the Transformers figure lines always do fucking random repaints, right? And this was at an era where power-ups were simply just, oh, I'm painted a different color. So, Galvatron was the same way. There's one episode, Galvatron, Hotshot, Red Alert, and Starscream all got a repaint, same episode. Optimus got one at the end. Speaking of repaints, here he is with the original Hotshot. And it's not just a repaint, like, they have different face sculpts, too, if you can see. He's got a more neutral face. He's got, like, a high. So, but I personally think, and they reversed it, like, this is red, whereas this is yellow, so, but this is all black. I personally think the mold works better in red. That's just me. Getting him out of the way for a second. We'll talk about his articulation. His head. Full. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know what happened to mine, but I've only transformed this version of the mold a couple of times, if I'm honest with you. And that's the first time that's happened. So I'm gonna have to contact Hasbro Pulse about that. Or I'm going to have to just glue it myself. We'll see. It might just not have been assembled correctly. But yeah, full 360 on the head. Shoulders, full 360. In and out. Turn at the bicep. Elbow joint. I'm going to be nervous about it. Wrist rotation. Legs can go forward. Again, go back. Splits. Turn here. Knee joint. Ankle pivot. So he's got, all the articulation you're basically going to need, except a wrist. But where were they going to put a wrist with his arm design? I can't believe the face split in half. That's crazy to me. That's blowing my mind. New weapons, of course, he has these two guns. And I personally think they're a lot cooler than the little pea shooter he had. And I wish, though, that they remolded this so you could plug this into the chest and be chest armor like the original toy had. But what can you do? He does still have the cannon gimmick. And now it can incorporate the blast effects that he comes with. Yoo-hoo! And, of course, the guns can, too, accommodate the blast effects. They're a little heavy, but he can accommodate them. You can also store these weapons on his back while you got the gun up. You push these in. These are going to connect right here. Not very well. Yeah, they seem to pop out very easy. That one fits in a lot better. Yeah, so there are issues, for sure. But putting that like that should help hold it into place. Then he can, of course, hold this gun, which I'm not a big fan of. But, you know, what can you do? Now let's talk about Jolt. Jolt can connect the hotshot via this peg. And the instructions specify him holding him like a saw blade. Okay. I wish he could plug in, like, back here. Like the original toy could. Or in the back, like a rotating blade, but he can't. It's too far deep, so. Honestly, not much you can do with Jolt in robot mode. Unfortunately. I mean, you can't even plug him into the arm like a saw blade weapon. You can plug him in up here. The normal interaction with Jolt isn't particularly graceful, which is a little disappointing. I'm glad he's there, but they needed to figure out how to incorporate him better. Because to give the original toy credit, they actually did incorporate the minicons in, you know, to their designs. This guy was designed for a minicon. So, the transform Jolt. You rotate these pieces up and out. And something the Universe toy didn't do. Heel spares. Rotate the arms up. Fold all of that down. And there you go. Little Jolt. Jolt's great. You know, he's a little guy, so he's not going to have much articulation. He has elbows, shoulders are on ball joints, legs are on ball joints, and he's got knees. So he doesn't have the most articulation ever. But the fact that they included the minicon, I think is just so great. Hopefully, if they do like a Galvatron repaint, he comes with his minicon. Maybe they do a Final Battle Prime, and he comes with Sparkplug. That'd be neat. Maybe they do the Thundercracker repaint of Starscream, and he comes with Swindle. Or just do minicon packs. I would buy those. So as a set, if you take the fact that mine's face can split apart out of the equation here, I do think he's a better value than the original Hotshot is. There are still issues. Like you can't fully incorporate Jolt in the robot mode properly, which sucks. But he also, you know, the fact that he has the minicon is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. And I did like the Hotshot figure well enough. And I do think this version is superior in a lot of ways. Aside from the fact that the face split apart. Oh my god. What is it with the Teen Bot characters and breaking on video for me? First Masterpiece Bumblebee, now this. But aside from that, if you don't already have the Hotshot mold, then I absolutely think this guy is worth it. If you do have the Hotshot mold, then unless you were super big into Armada like I was, and you want the minicon, you can honestly probably skip him if you already have Hotshot, unless you want the minicon. But if you weren't super big into Armada, or didn't grow up with it, or have attachment to the Unicron trilogy like, you know, someone my age does, then the minicon isn't going to be enough to justify the $40 purchase. But the fact that he has all these new accessories and more blast effects for you guys who love your blueshing, then yeah, I think he's worth it. I think I'm happy to have him in my collection. He did replace the regular Hotshot on my Armada display, which is, you know, cool. I now have regular hotshot just kind of chilling with animated Prowl and Skylinks on a random shelf. But maybe that's a video I'll show you someday as my display. But that's not this video. And you guys probably don't care enough, so regardless. Yeah, so hopefully yours doesn't have a face that splits in half. But I feel like this wasn't put in all the way, and that's why his face ripped apart. Because now that I fixed it properly, it doesn't seem to be coming apart anywhere near as easily. So, factory error. So hopefully I fixed it. If not, I'll just glue it, and it should be fine. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and stick around for more. Take care.